Hi everyone, this is Stir. Today's video is a mashup of the exciting things that are coming in October. I absolutely love Halloween like many of you out there do. It is my favorite holiday. I'm super excited for it. I just decorated on Friday and it's still September, but I do not care. I love Halloween so much. I wanted those vibes around me. This video is a mashup because I'm gonna talk about a few things. I'm gonna talk about recent book mail, other horror mail, and then a big announcement about October, something that I'm doing on my YouTube channel next month. So let's get started. First, I want to talk about recent book mail that I received. So I finally purchased and got Whispers in the Dark by Laurel Hightower. I've heard a lot about this book, and I actually discovered Laurel through the Ink Heist podcast. Who would have thought? I've talked about Ink Heist podcast on many of my videos because I absolutely love Rich and Shane. They are the hosts of Ink Heist. I discover a ton of authors, indie authors, horror writers on these podcasts. The first Ink Heist podcast I had ever listened to was the interview with Rich and Shane and Laurel Hightower. I had actually heard of this book on Twitter, and then I heard again in that interview more about Laurel and more about this book. So I decided finally that I would need to get this. I've also connected with Laurel on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, and it's just wonderful to me and amazing that I can actually buy a book. I have this book in my hand. Look at this. And I talk to the author on social. Like, that's crazy to me that I'm able to say, wow, this female writer is talking to me on Twitter, on Instagram. She's totally chill and down to earth. So that really excites me. So I plan to read this in October. I have kind of a crazy busy October lined up in regards to writing and reading and book reviews and other such things that I'm going to tell you about. But I'm really looking forward to this. So this is recent book mail. It leads me into the next exciting book mail announcement, and it is connected. I'm going to read the back of this book to you to get you all excited and warm and fuzzy inside. Rose McFarland is a trained killer. A Memphis SWAT sniper with a secret. Her team knows about the burn scars that lurk under her clothes. A legacy of the house fire that killed her father and brother 16 years before. Her supervisors know that she spent 2 years in a rehabilitative facility, healing and learning to cope with the emotional trauma of the fire. But no one knows about the visions that drove her there. Angry spirits that consumed her childhood, alienated her from her family, and made her doubt her own sanity. The Whispers. When Charlie Akers, a half-brother she never knew, ends up on the wrong side of Rose's rifle, she unwittingly sets off a chain of events that puts her family in the middle of increasingly dangerous paranormal visitations. Charlie won't stay dead, and soon ghosts from Rose's pasts are creeping back into her life. People she's killed in the line of duty, families she thought long buried, every one of them under the influence of Rose's greatest fear, the Whispers themselves. As the walls between our world and the world of the dead grow thin, Rose will have to face her old nightmares to stop the Whispers from breaking free. If she can't, it won't just be Memphis that falls to the dead. There will be no safe place left on Earth for the living. Can't wait. Well, both of us have a TBR list which consists of Remains by Andrew Cull. I know a ton of you have been hearing about this book. I've heard about it across Twitter, across Instagram, and a lot of folks that I follow who I trust their opinion have said that this book is just amazing, epically amazing. Laurel and I saw a post of hers, and basically we both decided that we're gonna do a buddy read. It's my first buddy read, it's her first buddy read, and according to Andrew Cull, it's the first time someone's doing a buddy read of Remains, but I'm sure more folks are planning to do that. So this also came in as well. And she and I plan to do this buddy read in the next couple weeks here, and then we're going to make a YouTube video review on it where she and I both will be on there. So we're going to kind of do like a, back and forth thing talking about it, probably via Skype. So look out for that. That'll be coming in October. I'll be posting that on my Twitter, on my Instagram. I'll also put links to my Twitter and Instagram in the description so that if you're not following me, you can start following me. Okay, and with that, I'm going to read the back of Remains by Andrew Cull. Here we go. How far would you go? What horrors would you endure if it meant you might see the sun you thought you'd lost forever? Driven to a breakdown by the brutal murder of her young son, Lucy Campbell had locked herself away, fallen deep inside herself, become a ghost haunting room 23B of the William Tuke Psychiatric Hospital. There she'd remained until the whispering pulled her back, until she found herself once more sitting in her car, calling to the son she had lost, staring into the black panes of the now abandoned house where Alex had died. Tonight, someone is watching her back. The next exciting announcement is other horror mail. So that was my book mail. I ordered bookmarks for my first time ever through A Stranger Dream. I also discovered A Stranger Dream on Twitter and the horror and writing community on Twitter. A Stranger Dream's website has a ton of horror illustrations and wonderful bookmarks, just a diverse amount. I bought 3 of them and I'm going to show them to you today. I'm super excited with the quality, with the artwork, and I'm absolutely going to buy more. I'll leave the link to the website in the description below so you can check out and shop for yourself. Also, if you want to buy me some more bookmarks, that's cool too. My first bookmark is Carrie, and I'm actually using this one while reading Remains by Andrew Cull. But check out this beauty. Like, look at this. So wonderful. Look at that face and her eyes. It's just fantastic. And drenched in blood in her beautiful gown. I don't know about you, but I feel like Carrie is, I mean, I'm sure you guys feel this way, but Carrie's so not the bad character or the, like, I know that she basically sets the world on fire pretty much, but I have this sympathy for her and I love her so much. And I think, you know, I kind of think that some of them deserved it, but anyways, they're all gonna laugh at you. The next bookmark that I got is Pennywise. Look at him. I love Pennywise. I love it. I know it's a big thing right now. You know, It Chapter 2 is out. I get it. I've always loved it. It's just a fantastic story. I've read the book. It took me a long ass time to read that book. It's over 1,000 pages, but I'm glad I did. I want the Tim Curry version of it as a bookmark because I feel like he's a bit scarier.
Y'all float down here.
The last but not least, the third bookmark that I bought from A Stranger Dream is of the wonderful and amazing Chad Lutzky. And if you don't know who Chad Lutzky is, again, as Shane Keane from Inkheist would say, unfuck that right now. Chad Lutzky is an amazing horror writer. He makes people cry, he makes people sob. He's amazing. And he makes people laugh as well. The first book that I've ever read of Chad Lutzky's is Spicy Constellations and Other Recipes. And I also recently purchased his book, Skullface Boy. That's another piece of book mail that has come in. And now I have a bookmark of Chad. I thought it would be kind of creepy of me to want this, right? I thought, okay, that's a little creepy that I'm just some rando that doesn't know him and I'm like, hi, hello, I have a little mini version of you to take with me everywhere. Kind of weird, right? But then I saw people posting on Twitter that they have this bookmark. So it made me feel a lot better about myself, like I wasn't some weird freak. Look at that hair. You have nice hair. Some people would pay big money for this. Now for my big announcement of what's coming in October. I wanted to do something like big and fun and important in October. I want it to be valuable. And I thought, well, the best thing I can do is, you know, not just think about myself, is to really think about what can I offer to people that's gonna be of value. And I immediately thought I should do a shout out on Twitter and ask for short story submissions to read on my YouTube channel. I didn't know if I was gonna get any bites, right? It's tricky, I'm not really anybody important. So I did a shout out on Twitter. It took some hours for some responses, but I kept doing the shout out and within 24 hours I had 7 stories. I will be reading them and publishing those 7 videos, reading their short stories out loud with the author bio throughout the month of October. All right, and with that, I'm gonna wrap up today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you are all ready for October. I always appreciate it. Stay tuned. October is going to be an exciting and busy month, and you have a wonderful day. Bye.